Polt has map choice. He does select Shatter Temple. Interesting map choice. Andre, why is this map good for TVP? Or maybe even Polt specifically?
Well, in this particular version, I do want to mention that there are no gold. There are 6 mineral patches here. Now, the clear thing to always do when there's gold is expand over in this position. It's just like so much better. You don't have to put so many SCVs/probes over here, and you can saturate it really nicely, get a huge boost in your economy, and you're good to go. This version doesn't have that. So what Protoss and Terran tend to want to do is take the bottom right or the top left-hand side expansions. And the main reason that you want to do that is because they have more minerals and it's tucked away, it's farther back. But Terran have the nice little advantage of having that mobility come that 10-minute, 11-minute mark with medevacs. And expanding like that is a line formation. I've talked about this a lot of times in my casts. You can see it's expanding and increasing your perimeter quite a bit. Now, if it expands over here, it won't increase it nearly as much. It's a lot more accessible to go from your natural to your third. But still, I mean, Terran has a lot of options, and options give you ways to do a lot of damage and be cost efficient with your Marines and Marauders in the early mid-game stage.
Yeah, so we'll see how Polt chooses his builds for this game. For now, he has Barracks and Refinery, so no super fast expand out of him. Now, at the same time, Puzzle realizes he can't go Nexus first the same way he did last game. Shadow Temple's a little bit harder map to hold it on.
Yeah, I think Shatter Temple is one of those maps where the natural is too big. You can see right over here. There's actually a ton of Hellion builds. Weird that I said that, right? Yeah, there's a lot of Hellion builds that can beat Nexus first builds. And I'll actually show you that one day, but basically...
when we play our games.
Yeah, no, I would love to show you that because not a lot of people know about this. I actually was introduced to that by... Who was it? Theogonus. Theogonus showed me against... Yeah, against Kiwikaki in the NASL. And I was really surprised.
That's cool.
I was impressed. And I tried it out on ladder, and I'm 100% win rate. And I looked into the timings, and it's like almost impossible to stop by Protoss.
Ooh, Polt getting second gas and a reactor, so he's going to stay on one base tech for a while. The indications so far look to be 1-1-1.
1-1-1. Yeah. I can't think of anything else.
Yeah, I mean,
it'd be really weird
it's good
if
for this map too on Shatter Temple, the way you can kind of push your way in. Although you have to be really cautious sometimes because Shatter Temple, the nature of the center is very open, so you can't necessarily. You have to be really cautious when you're moving out initially. But
to an extent, I mean, 1-1-1 doesn't really have that problem at all. Normally, the Protoss is okay. Come to me, come to me, come to me, and then I have to attack. You force me to attack. It's not necessarily I can catch you off in the middle of the map, but unfortunately, oh. I thought this was going to be a Stargate. In fact, it's a Twilight Council in the top left-hand corner.
And he has double gas, so he's going to hide a Dark Templar Shrine.
So it will be a Dark Shrine. There is a small...
Or like the craziest High Templar rush you've ever seen.
Well, technically, it could be also a Blink Stalker plus Observer.
Oh, yeah, that's
technically.
True. A 4-gate Blink.
Yeah, 4-gate Blink, which is rare, but I have seen it before in competitive play. I don't know where I saw it.
We've seen it a lot. I've seen it on ladder like plenty of times.
Yeah.
When you watch people stream, I've seen Hero pull it off multiple times PvT when watching his stream. But it is a Dark Templar Shrine, as we predicted. And for now, you know, Polt, he has a starport. Now, we've seen some Terrans incorporate Ravens into a 1-1-1. What is the application of that compared to when you just rush for Banshee?
The Raven, the PDD is really strong. The auto turrets are really strong in detection for getting rid of observers, allowing you to get into positions and your opponent doesn't know you're getting into that position. So it's more of a intelligence thing than anything else. Of course, it has its defensive purposes with the PDD and the auto turrets, but I would say it's a positional thing. This will help quite a bit, though. The problem is, when will Polt identify what his opponent is doing?
Wow, he is expanding. Sorry, he mean Puzzle. He's expanding behind this Alpha 2 gate, so, you know, this is a big risk here from Puzzle, because if you see, he only has 1 Stalker, 1 Sentry, and 1 Zealot. And I'm all for affirmative action, but he needs a little bit more units than that.
Oh, yeah. Definitely so. Now, we can see that Puzzle is just trying to get pylons a little bit closer to his opponent, that we can warp into the Dark Templars that can do significantly more damage. Unfortunately for Puzzle, there are 3 supply depots blocking the way. this is actually a great way to stop Dark Templars in general. Oh my god, please, Polt, do not scare me like this.
He's going to try to open the
God.
door.
He does.
Oh! And is he going to lift it up in time? He's not. In fact, Polt tries to. He denies the second Dark Templar, but the fact is one is in, he can go to work.
That is really bad. And now Raven is frantic. It's trying to get out as fast as possible. We still have just about 35 seconds for these 2 Dark Templars, or at least this one, to ravage the base.
We see that 6 workers have been killed. The second Dark Templar is still working on Supply Depot. Actually, that's really big, too. He's going to start supply capping his opponent. And Polt really can't make anything besides this Raven. But the Dark Templar is still doing work. 12 kills on it. And, of course, the biggest thing is that he got a good scout of what his opponent's doing.
Now, there is a little bit of comeback in Polt, of course. That Cloak Banshee is doing a lot of damage in the main of Puzzle. So he has at least that to work off of. It's up to 11 kills. Let's go ahead and check the Workers Lost tab. Both of them are just about equal. We're going to see a lot more coming out from Mr. Puzzle. But nope, Mr. Polt.
Polt does manage to escape with his Banshee as well. Puzzle saves his Dark Templar, so the harassed units are salvaged. Combat, ooh, I was going to say combat. Puzzle doesn't actually have a form protection out just yet. His observer is about 90% done though, so both players have stabilized. Now the question is, will Polt still move out here soon? He's going to be behind economically. He's still only 1 orbital command, but at the same time he did lose several Marines to that Dark Templar.
And one thing I have to say, he did merge both the Dark Templars. This is not StarCraft 1. Dark Templars to make an Archon. Now this Archon is probably one of the most important units in Puzzle's arsenal. And the main reason for that is it negates the power of the PDD Banshee combination. That synergy is really good because Stalkers can't attack into them without first reducing all of the energy of the PDD. Now that I have the Archon out, it could actually focus down on that PDD, and now the Stalkers are empowered like crazy. So if Polt was banking on these Banshees doing an incredible amount of damage, he'll be very, very sad to see this.
Puzzle is up 34 to 21 workers. And of course, he does have that Nexus, so his economic advantage is kicking in. As you can see on his income, it's starting to climb slowly ahead. Polt still massing Marine, Tank, and Banshees. Question is, how long will he wait? Siege mode is about to finish, so if he started pushing like 30 seconds ago, he would have been arriving just in time, but he's still stalling for time.
Unfortunately for Puzzle, I keep doing this. Unfortunately for Polt, he doesn't have his wall again. And the wall is going to really help him push out and defend against any counterattacks. Right now, he's very susceptible to counterattacks. There's a lot of things that Puzzle can do against him. So I am worried for him in that respect. There are a ton of proxy pylons out here for Puzzle to do amazing work. We'll see what happens. The onslaught of units is about to commence as soon as they meet up on Puzzle's side of the map.
Polt does see the proxy pylon, and he also catches a Dark Templar warping in, and that's actually not the worst situation for Puzzle, because he also sees the location and the amount of Banshees and what to expect. He has Zealots and Archons warping in and a single Immortal to absorb tank damage, so it's going to come down to great engagements. Now, we've seen very poor engagements of the 1-1-1 in previous NLL cast, but he has Charge Finish as well, a huge upgrade, and those Archons, look at how much damage they're absorbing, and you called it, Andre. The PDD is not really being effective. In fact, he's dropping auto turrets because Polt knows that is not going to be useful in this situation.
Oh, man, and Polt will be cleaned up very easily. GG gets called. I'm completely wrong. A reverse 2-0. Puzzle will take it. Wow, that was actually a really good play.
I was just doing the Puzzle victory squad, so yeah. Yeah. That's how they pose, right? Agents are like, yeah. So that's how they do on the anime. It's like, yeah, and they do like a little swirl around the camera action. There's sparkles and an orange splash background somewhere. And they like raise it up, and there's like light beaming out from wherever I'm holding. But in this case, it's just a victory sign.
Wait, I'm really confused. And can you explain it again?
Touche. So Puzzle does take it 2-0 over Polt, making it the conclusion of our first series. Thank you so much to the provider of that match. It is Azo, the people providing these brilliant monitors with great definition. I love them, especially if you want to watch NASL in crisp 1080p quality. Get an Azo monitor. Guys, we'll be back after a short commercial break. Don't go anywhere. More action from NASL Season 3 Division 5 coming up next.